Goalkeepers seem to be the main target in the transfer window according to the majority of Doncaster Rovers fans. With Lewis Jones and Ian Lawler's contract expiring next summer, a lone keeper would probably be the most ideal direction this season to allow the 2025-26 season a blank canvas in that particular position, potentially. Rovers have continued their low market acquisitions with the signing of highly rated 21-year-old sweeper keeper Teddy Sharman-Lowe from Premier League giants Chelsea. And in today's transfer analysis, we're going to analyse this particular young keeper. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the CHALL, and today, Chall Chats DRFC transfer analysis, where today we'll be going through all the details via contract, club statements, and also all the details in analysing this player, Teddy Sharman-Lowe from Chelsea. Before we get into today's video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers and 500,000 views, so let's get there as soon as possible. Please go and subscribe to the channel. The page itself is on your screen. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get into the first details of the Teddy Sharman-Lowe transfer with the official contract details. So here's some facts and figures on the deal, as well as some facts and figures about the player himself. He has signed a season-long loan deal from Premier League giants Chelsea, of course, under the reign of the former Leicester City manager Enzo Maresca. It's his first campaign at Stamford Bridge, and Teddy Sharman-Lowe is not in the plans at Stamford Bridge this season. He began football in the academy of Leicester City before moving to Burton Albion at the age of 14. He made his senior debut when he was loaned back to Burton for the 2020-2021 season, with appearances in both the EFL Cup and the EFL Trophy, now known as the Carabao Cup and Bristol Street Motors Trophy respectively. He made more than 20 appearances in the National League South after being loaned to Havant Waterlooville in 2023, and he also spent time with Bromley in the last term, competing with Grant Smith for that number one spot. So here is what Teddy Sharman-Lowe had to say on the deal. There are a few boys that are older than me, but there's nothing to say you can't have a good chat or sort things out on the pitch. I think it's big. I've been trying to get a move like this for a couple of years now, and I think it's important for me to get out and play league minutes. I'm really grateful for the opportunity. The loan spells that I have had before have really prepared me. I played more in the one at Havant Waterlooville, which was nice, but even the last one at Bromley showed me what I need to do to maintain a number one position. I think it's so different in men's football. You have to be more mature, you have to be ready for more contact, and I think everything is better for me. Here is what the manager Grant McCann had to say on the matter. We feel like we're getting one of the best young up-and-coming goalkeepers in England. That's a pretty big statement. Chelsea think really highly of him. And I think it's a really nice fit, the way Teddy is as a person, his temperament, and the way he plays as well. He's very comfortable with the ball at his feet, but not only that, he's a very good shot stopper. He's good at coming out and commanding his area. Kyle has sat me down, in terms of Kyle Letheren, the goalkeeping coach, and shown me all of this, and I trust his judgment. Goalkeeper is a unique position. He has to fit into what we want to do. Now, our goalkeeping coach had to say on the matter. He said this: we identified Ted as one of our main targets, and I'm delighted we've been able to bring him to the football club. As a fan base are aware, we are a possession-based team, and it was a fundamental we brought in a goalkeeper that was strong in possession. Ted is exactly that. He's very highly rated at Chelsea and comes to us with some really strong recommendations. After doing my homework on Ted, I feel we have one of the best young goalkeepers in the country. Again, another big statement. He's a great size at 6'4" and a really good shot stopper. I feel like we are perfect fit for Ted, and I'm excited to be working with another talented goalkeeper on a daily basis. A very highly rated goalkeeper at Chelsea Academy, Teddy Sharman-Lowe ticks all the boxes for a sweeper keeper at the football club. Comfortable on the ball, calm and collected in his distribution, commanding of his area, and comes out with pace, power and efficiency to attack the opposition's attacking players in final third areas in opposition attacks. One major positive of Teddy is his shot stopping. In my opinion, watching him is one of the best young shot stoppers at academy level, as seen here against Norwich City under-21s in the Premier League Cup, as he saves a powerful close-range shot by Norwich's Kenneth Abdo. Now, there's more examples like this, however, this is just one of many examples. Contract-wise, he has signed a new one-year extension with the option of a possible extra year with Chelsea. So even though the chance of a future permanent deal might be slim, there is still hope of a permanent transfer next summer if this deal works out for all parties, and also depending on Chelsea's situation and the player's situation by the time the 2025-26 season comes around. Even though he struggled to get regular game time on loan at Bromley ahead of Grant Smith, he could prove to be more successful here with a potentially better opportunity. And with both Lewis and Ian chomping at the bit to prove themselves as number one candidates for this season also, it's fair to say the goalkeeper position at the club just got a little bit more competitive for this upcoming campaign. So there we have it, everyone. That is Teddy Sharman-Lowe, a season-long loan deal from Chelsea. Now, I've watched highlights of this guy. That's how I got some of the screenshots to do with the Norwich game. So I watched that. I've watched his highlight from his game at Bromley. I've watched highlights from his Hampton Waterlooville spell. I like him. I think he's got potential. Obviously, again, at EFL level, it's unproven to an extent. Cause obviously, this is the first EFL loan spell since returning to Burton a couple of seasons ago. So he has had that Burton spell. Obviously, spent time in non-league for a while. So obviously, he's not used to an EFL loan spell for a good number of years. So it'll be very interesting to see how he deals with that and how he sort of assumes position back at that level. Do I think this kid's got potential? 100 million%. I think that he is a commanding keeper. I think he's very brave for a young player. I think he likes to come out of his area and really sweep his area well. I think that there was one particular moment actually before that Kenneth Abbo shot in the Norwich game in the Premier League Cup with under-21s at Chelsea, and there was a particular moment where the ball kind of came in, and I think Teddy Sharman-Lowe had to really rush for it and get to it before the Norwich player in the box. And again, brave goalkeeping, very brave goalkeeping, rushed out of his area very, very well. I think he's got the attributes to be the perfect Timothy Lowe replacement. Obviously, Lowe staying at Hull now. We don't know if he's going to get loaned out to League One / Championship again, but again, we don't know about that. If Lowe is going to get loaned out, my guess is League One. You know, that'd be my guess. Or he stays at Hull with Tim Waller as his new head coach, Tim Walter. So for me, I think in terms of the Low replacement, I think this name does tick a lot of boxes that Low ticked. Like I said, calm, cool, collected in distribution, comfortable in possession. Great shot stopper, acrobatic as well. Again, if you look at the highlights of that Norwich under-21s game, you saw a wonderful shot by their number 8 at Norwich, Pedro. Decent shot, not 20 yards out, but I think it was 10, 15 yards out minimum. And again, great cracker of a shot. Great acrobatic save there by Teddy Sharman-Lowe. So he's an acrobatic keeper. He dives really well. He's got the ability to be a great shot stopper long term. And again, let's have a look at the contract side of it, because again, he's just signed a brand new contract with Chelsea. It's only 1 year, though, with the option of an extra year. So there is that potential that maybe we could see a permanent transfer this time next year. Depends on his situation at Chelsea, depends on Chelsea's situation with him, depends on our situation. Are there any other names that we look at? Is Jones and Lawler proving themselves at that point during the season to prove why they should be number one and earn the new contract for themselves? Because, let's not ignore the facts here. Ian Lawler, yes, he had a very injury-hit season last season, but he'll want to prove a point next season. Whether he gets loaned out or not, I don't know. Whether this means one of our keepers gets loaned out next season, I don't know. But Lawler will come out with a point to prove. If Lawler's going to get loaned out, it'll be back into Scotland, or it'll be somewhere like a Scunthorpe or somewhere at National League level, just to get more first-team regular minutes. But Lawler will want to be chomping at the bit. Lawler will want to go at this with open arms. Same with Lewis Jones. Lewis Jones, let's just ignore the fact, just ignore, what's being said, etc. Lewis Jones, for me, the reason why Lewis Jones conceded at least 70% of the goals he conceded during his time in goal this past season was because of the defence in front of him. Literally, the majority of the goals that was conceded while Lewis Jones was in net was because of the defence in front of him or because of individual mistakes in front of him. Most of the goals, Lewis Jones couldn't do more with. For me, Lewis Jones had a decent season. People might criticise me for that, but fair enough. I respect your opinion. If you come at me with abuse about it, you're not welcome here. Simple as that. But if you come at me saying, I disagree with your opinion, Chal, I don't think Lewis Jones is good enough, fair enough. That's your opinion. I respect that. Anyone coming at me with abuse about opinions about Lewis Jones or any other player can do one for all I care. So, Lewis Jones for me had an alright season. Ian Lawler, we can't really comment because he had a very injury-hit season. The games that he did feature in, on and off, I think he still needs to improve. But the main thing here with both goalkeepers is they both need to learn the transitional approach from traditional keepers into sweeper keepers, because sweeper keepers are the best way to get the most out of our style of play. I get what Carl Letheren's saying about us being a possession-based team, but if you look at the facts, if you look at the stats of the team as a whole, we are very much on the front foot. We are forward thinking. We do have possession about us. We do build the play up very, very well with our possession game. We have to utilise a positive possession game to build the play up from back to front. But we are a forward thinking team. We don't hoof the ball forward, but what we do is what we do is we get the ball forward very, very well through positive build-up play. And part of that involves the possession game. So I do get to an extent while Carl says we're a possession-based team, because during build-up and positive in possession play from back to front, we are basically a possession-based team in that regard, in that extent. So you need someone like that. And so again, distribution, comfortability in possession, comfortability in build-up play, sweeping the area. There's a lot of things that transition someone from a traditional on-the-line goalkeeper to a sweeper keeper. And Ian and Louis will have to work at that in pre-season to even get a sniff of game time next season ahead of Teddy Sharman-Lowe, who is a made tick-all-the-box sweeper keeper, who for me gets in above both of them because of the fact he's an out-and-out sweeper keeper, and he works our style better than the other two. So the other two experienced keepers have to really learn really learn it and really get at and educate themselves in transitioning into sweeper keepers during pre-season and really hone in on the skills needed to transition. But I do have faith in both keepers that are already at the club. I do think they'll try and make some kind of impact if they can. And, I do have hope that likes Lewis Jones can transition into a sweeper keeper and make the transition worthwhile as well. Because this is a make or break season for both of them. Grant was the one who brought Ian Lawler back. If Ian Lawler doesn't get the game time this season, he's going to end up leaving. And that, unfortunately for Ian Lawler, will be classified as a failed signing. Lewis Jones, he's got a year left to prove himself. Otherwise, he'll want to get first-team football elsewhere if he doesn't get the minutes ahead of Teddy Sharman-Lowe. And he'll be out of the door in the summer as well. So it's a very big make-or-break season for both keepers. But Teddy Sharman-Lowe, out-and-out sweeper keeper, for me, gets ahead of both of them. Just because of the fact he is an out-and-out sweeper keeper, and for me looks the most comfortable on the ball. And I love the signing. So welcome Teddy Sharman-Lowe to Doncaster Rovers. As far as I'm aware, you're the first Teddy named player in the club for a long time, ever since the non-league days back in the day during the 1930s. I don't know. But as far as I'm aware, you're one of the first Teddys at the club. So big welcome, Teddy. And we're glad you're wearing the red and white hoops. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. And for now, and the CHALL to Ralph for now, mean that badge to you.